Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all the stream too. That broke. That pop. I'll tell y'all a true story. I ain't got nothing to do with that shit in the casino. He was pop. He was panicking. He was asking random people for cash apps. He was broke. I don't know what happened. Nobody was answering his phone call. He popped, trying to run up, chasing. Must got a gambling addiction. And the nigga says, yo, he just popped. He calling for cash apps in front of me. I ain't gonna lie to you. The first 5 I offered, I'm like, yo, you pop. You waiting for some bread? Waiting for my money. I swung that 5. You know how I get. He gets popped. Not us two dicing each other. He gets popped straight to the casino. Goes not. He get another loan from somebody else for like 2 bands. I don't even take my loan. I'm like, that's Offset. I'm good on my money. I'm like,
it's only a picture, goddamn, nigga. You ain't that much of a celebrity, bro. You ain't that much of a celebrity, bro. That's only guy asked for a picture. I'm not supposed to a picture. Goddamn, we black people.
It was only a picture to him. But you see, Offset had way more to lose than what meets the eye. And what was dude sitting up there begging and asking another man for a picture? That's a topic for another video. Offset was reportedly shot outside of the Hard Rock Casino following an interaction with Lil Tjay, and it's allegedly over a dispute about money. You see, you should check Lil Tjay's podcast out because he spoke on Offset allegedly being in the casino down bad asking for cash outs. He said that he loaned Offset $10,000, and it's obvious he never got the repayment. What I will say, first and foremost, if you owe anyone from a personal loan, small, big corporation, IRS, rent office, light bill, water bill, car note, because you know how y'all do. Hey man, handle your business. And I'm not saying I ain't never owed nobody, but I don't like owing people, man. That feeling is awful. Especially if you a man, you need to stand on that. You don't need to be owing anyone. However, we do fall on hard times. Back to the topic. How did it come to gun violence? Really not playing about their money. They really not playing about their feelings. But I can't tell nobody it's right or wrong. I can't say it's a small thing because it's not pertaining to mine. What I will say is I'm thankful that I've been fortunate enough to be in a situation where my bills are pretty much on auto pay. Yeah, I don't have to do the month to month no more. But we all not in that situation, and we got to work our way to that point. Owing on a debt and running off on people, man, is you cool? You got to be standing on that, especially if you got kids. All that gambling, wagering, I've been there, and I'm speaking from personal experience. This is not speaking from the internet. Like, if you know me personally, you have my runs, you know, the ups and downs, the turnarounds, like real. When you sitting up there, you gambling. I like to enjoy myself, right? But when I go out of town, casinos, you ain't gonna speak too much. But when you younger guys, when you messing with this wagering and this prize picks, and you gotta understand that those are mobile casinos in your hand. You know how we get with that instant gratification. Don't mess around and hit big because you're gonna be locked in. I've seen people go to the casino and hit for 80,000, 100,000. You'll spend that money back in a year or two. Trust. These guys were feuding back and forth online and personally over a money dispute, something that we all go through for the love of money. But you know what? If you loan somebody some money, you expect to get yours back. Yeah, I need that back. You expect them to pay you, especially if you're known for having money. But people don't understand when you gambling, all it take is this. And then you got DJ Academics posting that Offset was down damn near $1 million in the hole. So like I said, old boy wanted a picture, but it was way more that Offset had to lose than what met the eye that day. Yeah, he had way more on his plate, on his mind, than a picture from a fan. And also he was worried about his security, his well-being, his safety. People ain't thinking about that, man. They just looking at you like clout chase. He's actually reportedly should be released from the hospital soon and reported to make a full recovery. Blessings to Set, man. We praying for everybody involved in the situation. I hope that it really gets worked out in time because this doesn't need to escalate, man. We done had enough of this. You see the Pooh Shiesty, the Gucci Man situation. Man, pay people, man. For real, for real. What y'all think, man? Leave your thoughts in the comments.
Offset, when all the cameras are down, he's not online. All this man wants to do is go gamble and fuck and cuddle and talk about Cardi B all day. That's all he want to do. Okay?
yeah.
And if you're there, if you're down to listen, I could be like, how's the weather? He'd be like, It's really nice, but you know what? I think it's cold where Cardi's at. And you know what? Fuck that bitch. Because when I was with her, it was warm. Like, I swear to God, it's so crazy how you talk. Stefan went to the hospital when she gave birth and was only there for a few hours because when they were signing the birth certificate, the nurse told her, like, yeah, because you're legally married, it has to be Offset's name or your name. And so he got mad, like last name. And he got mad and abandoned her for like 3 days. That they're not even good, yeah.
What?
That's what he told me.